They made me wed the alien princess, but love rewrote our fate. Eli Mercer pressed his thumb to the glowing contract pad. The airlock hummed around him, sealing Earth's fragile treaty with the Vey Empire. Chancellor Voke loomed in the holographic display, his multifaceted eyes glinting under the harsh lights. Done, Eli said. His voice echoed off the metal walls. Captain Neela Kade stood at his shoulder, her hand resting on her sidearm. Vox's mandibles clicked. Wise choice, human. Refusal breaks the pact. Your worlds burn. Eli wiped his hand on his uniform. The scanner had bit into his skin for the genetic seal. No turning back now. Treaty's intact. Where's my bride? The airlock cycled with a hiss. Inner doors parted. Princess Sierra Vey stepped through, flanked by 4 handlers in shimmering robes. Her exoskeleton gleamed violet under the strips, tall and poised, crest feathers ruffling slightly. She moved like a blade sheathed in silk. Envoy Threnile trailed her, his protocol staff tapping the deck. Kneel, Liaison Mercer. Tradition demands obeisance before the Union. Eli straightened. He met Sierra's gaze, dark, unreadable pools fringed with iridescent lashes. No kneel. Not for a political shotgun wedding. I'm not here to grovel. Gasps rippled from the handlers. Threnil's staff froze mid-tap. Insolence! The groom vows fealty. Syra raised a clawed hand. Silence fell. Her voice purred through the translator implant in Eli's ear, smooth but edged. The human resists protocol. Explain. Eli stepped forward. Neela shifted, ready for trouble. He extended his hand, palm up. Earth custom. Shake on it. Equals entering alliance. Her handlers surged. One grabbed for his arm. Neela blocked it with a forearm check. Back off. Syra tilted her head. Crest feathers flared, then settled. She studied his hand. Scanners in the airlock whirred. Translators scrambling to adapt the gesture. Hollow displays flickered. Handshake. Symbol of trust parody. Vox hologram snarled from the pad. This mockery ends the ceremony. Proceed, Syra said. Her claw met his palm. Cool, firm grip. No crush. No hesitation. Energy tingled where scales touched skin. Translators pinged approval. Bond sealed. Thren ill-sputtered. Highness. Escort begins. Syra released his hand. She turned toward the corridor leading to the palace wing. Eli fell in beside her. Goal clear. Stick close. Assess threats. Neela covered their 6. Handlers clustered, whispering. The docking corridor stretched ahead, lined with glowing veins of Vey biotech. Handlers darted forward, trying to wedge between Eli and Syra. One bumped her shoulder. Eli shouldered him aside. Together, pact says protective custody. The handler hissed, mandibles flaring. She travels with kin. Sierra's claw brushed Eli's sleeve. Subtle signal. He enforces the bond. Stand down. They pushed into the palace wing. Arches soared overhead, woven from living crystal that pulsed light. Courtiers lined the halls, eyes tracking the pair. Whispers buzzed like static. Neela scanned the crowd. Eyes on us. Voke's people? Count on it, Eli murmured. He kept pace with Syra, noting her stride, disciplined, scanning exits like he did. A side door irised open. 2 guards blocked it. Spears crossed. Princess processes alone. Groom waits. Eli planted his feet. No split. Article 7. Unified transit. Threnil bustled up. Protocol. Sierra's voice cut sharp. Liaison Mercer invokes pact law. Override. Guards parted. But Voke's hologram flickered on a wall panel ahead. Highness, this human disrupts harmony. Step aside for purity rites. Eli tensed. Nyla's hand hovered near her pistol. Syra stopped, her crest flattened, a sign of calm resolve. Eli guessed from briefings. Chancellor, the Union proceeds. Dismiss your projections. Voke's image sharpened. Earth's pawn insults Vey blood. Yield him for judgment. Eli met the hologram's glare. Try it. Treaty snaps. Courtiers murmured. Sierra leaned close, voice low for his implant only. He schemes. Watches for weakness. Figured. Eli nodded to Neela. She tapped her comm, signaling the ship. Back up inbound if needed. They resumed walking. Handlers tried again, one slipping a claw toward Sierra's armband, a data jewel, pulsing with codes. Eli snatched the handler's wrist. Hands off. The alien yelped. Saira's eyes widened fractionally. You perceive that? Trained for it. Eli released, but pocketed the disrupted scanner the handler dropped. Tamper evidence. Threnil cleared his throat. Impressive vigilance, human. Rare in offworlders. Saira glanced at Eli. Honesty in action. Not deception. Earthway, he said. Solve problems straight. The wing opened to a grand atrium. Crystal throne loomed, empty. Vok waited in person now. Robes swirling, flanked by 6 enforcers. Princess, Vok bowed low, but his eyes fixed on Eli. Union chamber prepares. Human. Submit to scan. Prove no sabotage. Eli crossed his arms. Neela stepped forward. He scans clean. Your tech confirmed it airlock side. Vok's mandibles twitched. Repeat for court, or alliance fractures. Saira placed a claw on Eli's arm. Light pressure. Trust signal, he stands with me. Joint scan. Courtiers shifted. Whispers peaked. Vok sneered. Forbidden. Bloodlines. Separate. Eli pulled a compact scanner from his belt. Human make. EMP shielded. This works. Neutral ground. Threnil examined it. Primitive, yet calibrated. Acceptable compromise. Vok's enforcers bristled. One lunged forward. Neela clotheslined him into a crystal pillar. Crack echoed. Enough! Sayara's voice rang. Crest fully flared now. Authority mode. Chancellor. Stand down or face tribunal. Vok froze. Eyes darted to the shadows. Eli spotted it. A glint, sniper perch high in the arches. Duck! Eli tackled Saira sideways. Dart whizzed past, shattering crystal. Neela fired suppressor rounds. Screams erupted. Enforcers charged. Eli rolled up, pistol drawn. Your hardliners gunning for us. Saira sprang to her feet. Claws extended. Blades? She slashed a handler's robe, revealing a comm linked to Vok. Traitor! Vok bolted for a side exit. Threnil activated his staff. Force field snapped up, trapping 2 enforcers. Neela zip-tied the sniper's spotter as guards loyal to Saira swarmed in. Court's yours, princess. Saira faced Ellie amid the chaos. Her claw gripped his shoulder. Firm, you saw the threat. Saved us. Team effort. Eli holstered his weapon, but her touch lingered. Warmth seeped through his uniform. Vok's voice boomed from hidden speakers. This changes nothing. The Union fails. Purity prevails. Alarms wailed. Palace sealed. Saira's eyes locked on Eli's. Conspiracy deeper. We trust now. Or die separate. Eli nodded. Handshake had sealed more than pact. All in. Nyla grinned. War room. Now. But as they moved, Eli caught Saira's crest brushing his arm. Deliberate. A vague gesture? Briefings hadn't covered that. Threnil leaned in. She honors you, human. First time for offworlder. Eli's pulse quickened. Political marriage? Turning real. Vok's laughter echoed from vents. Enjoy it. My web tightens. Eli jammed his boot against the suite door, forcing it wider as alarms throbbed through the palace corridors. Princess Saira slipped past him, her iridescent scales flickering under emergency lights. Nilakede covered their rear, rifle sweeping shadows. Clear, Nila barked, but Vok's goons sealed the outer ring. We're bunkered here till loyalists punch through. Eli holstered his pistol and activated his wrist scanner. The honeymoon suite, Vey tradition demanded it for new unions, sprawled before him. Vaulted ceilings etched with glowing runes, a central dais for ritual bedding, walls lined with protocol-locked cabinets. One door. Perfect trap. Saira's crest flared slightly, a vague sign of tension Eli had memorized from briefings. She circled the dais, claws retracted but ready. This space honors our bond. Spies profane it. Her English carried a melodic hiss, protocol implants smoothing alien phonemes. Eli nodded, scanner beeping. 3 red blips pulsed on his display. Surveillance nodes embedded high in the filigree. Pre-wired, he said. Vok's eyes. Standard court bug. Audio. Thermal. Low-light vid. Feeds to his network. Saira's eyes narrowed, golden slits locking on the ceiling. She expected him to smash them, rip the palace apart in human rage. Instead, Ellie pulled a micro-tool from his kit. He climbed the dais edge, balanced on one knee, and pried a panel loose without a sound. Nyla chuckled from the door. "Engineers playing nice?" "Smashing alerts them," Eli replied. "Logging spoofs the feed." He jacked in his device, uploading a loop of empty room footage, time-stamped, seamless. The blips blinked green. "They see nothing now. We move free." Syra watched, motionless. Her tail flicked once. "Approval?" Eli dropped down, dusting his hands. "Neutral space next. Your protocols, my tweaks." She tilted her head, crest relaxing a fraction. "Proceed, consort." Eli mapped the suite in his mind. Vey Customs demanded shared sleeping quarters, no dividers over 3 spans high, runes facing the dais. He dragged a low console table from the wall. Protocol cabinet unlocked with a thumb scan synced to their union biometrics. Positioned it central, between dais and door, neutral ground. Next, the nutrient dispenser. Vey nectar pods hummed beside human ration slots. Eli rerouted power conduits under the floor grate. Subtle, invisible. Now it mixed blends. Sweet Vey elixir cut with human caffeine tabs. Test it. Syra sampled first. Her tongue darted out, tasting. Balanced, efficient. She pushed a pod his way. He sipped. Tart, energizing. No allergens. Nyla sealed the door with a maglock override. Thren Ills en route with manifests. Vox rallied hardliners in the lower halls. "Your call, boss?" Eli glanced at Syra. She stood straighter now, claws sheathed. The touch from the courtroom lingered in his mind. Her grip on his shoulder, deliberate. Threnil's whisper echoed, "She honors you," but trust wasn't given. It built. Syra moved to the dais, retrieving a crystal orb from its pedestal. Vey script glowed inside. "Ritual binds us, or exposes weakness." She extended it. The challenge of veils. Name 3 truths hidden from the court. Fail, and nodes detect deceit. Even your spoof cannot mask. Eli took the orb. It warmed in his palm, scanning vitals, pulse, pheromones, micro-expressions. Vey lie detector powered by Royal Biotech. Briefings warned. Humans evaded it with half-truths, but Royals demanded purity. Her eyes bored into him. Test. Would the human bluster? Lie? "Truth won," Eli said flatly. "I'm no diplomat. Ex-engineer. Crash-landed on a Vey fringe world 3 cycles back. Fixed your colony drive core with scrap and spite. They made me liaison to keep me alive." Syra's crest twitched. Orb stayed cool. Truth, too. Voke tried buying me off yesterday. Offered transport home. Full pardon. I logged the comm. Sent it to Nyla. "Rejected because your world's engines fail without human redundancies. Alliance saves lives, not just thrones." Nyla smirked. Orb hummed approval. Truth 3. Eli met Syra's gaze. That courtroom slash, "Your claws on my shoulder after," felt real. Not politics. If we're doing this, no games. Orb flashed green. Syra exhaled, a soft hiss. She reclaimed it, claws brushing his fingers, lingering half-second. "You pass." Blunt as stone. They hide, intent. Humans, expose it. Threnil burst in then, staff clacking, trailed by 2 armored loyalists hauling data slates. "Princess!" Manifests secured. Vok controls comms relay. LA cut in, pointing ceiling. Nodes, spoofed. Talk. Threnil's tendrils quivered. Shock at the human's calm breach. "Impressive. Vok discredits you both. Princess tainted by off-worlder. Human saboteur. Needs marriage nullified before summit vote." Syra paced, scales shimmering strategy. "He fails if we stand united." Eli nodded. "Public front. Broadcast from here. Nodes will carry it to his web. Force his hand." Nyla patched the console. "Live in 30. Loyal channels only." Syra hesitated, glancing at Eli. Protocol demanded her lead, but he stepped back. "Your words first." Joint statement. "I back it." She straightened, orb still in claw. Comms hissed live. "Vey court," Syra declared, voice steel over nectar call. "I am Syra, blood of the first crest. This union endures, human." Eli Mercer proved valor in Hall of Traitors. Vox web crumbles. "Join us, or fall with him." Silence. Then cheers erupted from loyalist feeds, lower halls shifting. Eli leaned in, voice low for her ears. My ad. Humans build. They endure. Together, unbreakable. She nodded, crest brushing his arm again, deliberate. Transmit. Neela hit send. Screens lit with palace maps. Hardliners fracturing, enforcers turning, Threniel bowed. Competence honored. Off-worlder. First in records. But Eli's scanner pinged. A new blip. Floor grate. Active. Vox laughter crackled through a hidden vent. Touching. But my toxin deploys in 10, sweet vents only. Breathe deep, lovers. Syra's claws extended. Eli yanked the grate, spotting the canister. Neela, seal it. Gas hissed. They had seconds. Eli slammed the grate shut. His fingers clamped the canister's valve. Gas curled out, sharp and chemical, stinging his eyes. Neela, vent seal, now. She lunged, palms slamming the override. Air recyclers whirred to life, sucking the haze, but the cloud thickened in the suite's core. Syra coughed, claws scraping marble. Her crest flattened, fear signal. Eli yanked his jacket over her face, then his own. Breathe through fabric, filters it. Threniel staggered, protocol mask forgotten. Impossible. Vox neurotox, shut up and move. Eli shoved him toward the balcony hatch. Fresh air pumps hummed outside. Nyla hauled the envoy. Eli grabbed Syra's arm, pulling her low. They crawled, gas-burning throats. Canister secure in his grip, Eli twisted the seal shut. Recyclers roared louder. Air cleared in ragged bursts. Syra ripped the jacket free, eyes watering but sharp. You held the source. Direct exposure, engineering fix. Eli coughed, scanning the room. No leaks. Humans improvised seals. Your vents did the rest. Neela keyed her calm. Perimeter secure. Hardliners routed. Loyalists hold the gates. Threnil straightened. Crest rising. Off-worlder competence defies records. Vey lungs reject such bonds. Syra's claw brushed Eli's hand. Lingered. Not defiance, salvation. Her voice softened, nectar over steel. We breathe still. Eli met her gaze, trust solidified there, no words needed. The marriage contract felt real now, forged in gas and grit. Alarms blared. Palace feeds flickered, Vox enforcers massing at the grand hall. Banquet resumes, Syra said. He forces the right. Our union. Public, or his coup claims it. Eli checked his scanner, toxin residue low. We go. Front him head on. Neela nodded. My team's geared. Your call, Eli. Threniel bowed. Protocol demands entrance. Mirror her cues, human. Court eyes dissect weakness. Syra extended her arm. Link is bonded. They watch for fracture. Her scales warm, pulse sinking to his. Forced proximity turned anchor. They marched through corridors, loyalists parting. Grand doors loomed. Royal banquet, crystal spires and hovering orbs. Vox web clung, but cracks showed. Doors parted. Eli entered the royal banquet beside Syra, mirroring her cues to avoid a diplomatic incident. He matched her stride, precise, unhurried. Crest high she glided. He kept shoulders square, no human slouch. Court murmurs hushed, eyes locked on the off-worlder groom. Chancellor Vox rose from the high dais, robes swirling. His crest spiked aggression. Princess Syra, human consort, swear to Vey supremacy. Or the alliance dissolves. Court leaned in. Blades gleamed under tables. Vox bait hung sharp. Syra's claw tightened on Eli's. Protocol pinned her. Royals spoke first. Eli stepped forward, calm as a debug. Both gladly, Chancellor. But mutual. I swear defense of Vey crests. Syra swears the same for human worlds. Mutual holds stronger. Vox's eyes narrowed. Human twists tradition? Engineering upgrade. Eli smiled, practical. Bridges don't stand one-sided. Murmurs rippled. Threniel whispered from shadows. Bold, records note, no such pivot. Syra's crest brushed Ellie's shoulder, affirmation. Accepted. Mutual defense binds us. Vox sneered, signaling servers. Then toast the bond. Goblets floated on anti-grav trays, nectar glowing violet. Court raised theirs. Eli's nose twitched, acrid undercurrent, almond sharp, like cyanide analogs. Poisoned. His scanner confirmed. Neurotox variant. Box signature. The toast is poisoned. The court watches, and Eli has 1 second to choose who drinks. Syra lifted her goblet. Etiquette locked. Vox smirked, his own untouched. Eli swapped cups without breaking etiquette. Palm flicked. Tray spun microdegrees. Her poisoned goblet slid to Vox's place. His clean one to hers. Seamless, human slight, masking as grave drift. She froze, eyes flicking to him. Trust test. Drink, Eli murmured, raising his to unbreakable bonds. Court sipped. Vox choked mid-swallow, goblet shattering. Foam bubbled from his crest. Enforcers lunged, but Neela's team burst doors, stunners flashing. Chaos erupted. Syra downed her swapped nectar, unharmed. You saw, smelled it. Eli pinned Voke's claw, scanner beaming evidence to orbs. Your toxin, twice failed. Voke spasmed, gasping. Reform. Demands failure. Syra loomed, voice thunder. Your web ends. Eli publicly credited Syra for the save and locked their alliance in front of the court. He turned to the hall, voice carrying. Princess Syra's vigilance turned the tray. Her strategy saved us all. Vey honor leads, human hands follow. Court crests rose in waves. Cheers drowned Voke's wheezes, loyalists surged, binding hardliners. Thrennial approached, orb recording. First off-worlder credited royal without claim. Tradition bends. Neela hauled Voke away. Interrogation suite, he'll spill the rest. Syra pulled Eli aside. Balcony overlooking spires. Stars wheeled above. Her claw traced his arm. Deliberate, no protocol. You chose my life over spectacle. Why? Partnership? Eli covered her claw. You held the line on comms. I seal the vents. Together. Her crest curved. They smile. Human honesty pierces etiquette. I learn it gladly. He leaned closer, breath mingling. Cultural exchange sparked heat. Forced marriage, now choice. She pressed against him, scales to skin. Alliance real, trust sealed. Alarms pinged anew. Nyla's voice crackled. Eli, scans show Vox backup. Hidden shuttle bay. He's got a strike team launching now. Syra's claws extended. They target the human fleet. Eli grinned. Practical fire. Then we fly intercept. Your skies, my Nev. Threnile appeared. Shuttle prepped. Competence demands pursuit. They ran, hands linked. Court watched the bonded pair vanish. Human grit fused with Vey steel. Neela piloted the sleek Vey interceptor. Engines screaming through Atmo. Eli patched fleet cords. Their vector bay. 3. Lock missiles. Syra shook head. Capture. Proof for all crests. Vox shuttle loomed on scopes. Escorts peeling off. Hardliners fled. Boarding clamps. Eli ordered. Magnetic grapples fired. Hulls kissed. Neela breached airlock. Eli and Syra stormed corridors. Stunners hot. Vox guards fell. Vey discipline met human precision. Vox cornered in cockpit. Claw on destruct. Alliance crumbles without me. Eli disarmed him. Wrist lock. Pure leverage. You bet on poison. We bet on each other. Syra cuffed him. Trial awaits, Chancellor. Your reforms die in cell. Shuttle towed back. Feeds broadcast live. Court erupted. Union ratified. Hours later. Private chambers. Syra shed robes. Crest relaxed. Eli traced her scales. No more forced? She pulled him down. Chosen. Cross-species bond holds. Lips met. Human soft to Vey firm. Trust ignited passion. Protective arms wrapped her. Loyalty burned deep. Mila Kamed. Fleet secure, but Threnile flags anomaly. Orbs caught a shadow signal. Off-world origin. Eli tensed. Syra's eyes sharpened. Voke's allies. Deeper web. Scanner pinged. Incoming vessel. Unmarked human transponder hacked. Their alliance faced round 2. Eli slammed his palm on the protocol chamber table. Joint combat training. Cultural exchange. We start today. Envoy Threnil's crests flared. Unprecedented liaison Mercer. The princess trains alone. Not anymore. Eli stood. He eyed Princess Syra Vey across the table. Her scales gleamed under chamber lights, posture rigid as Vey steel. Your forms against human holds. Builds trust.
Seals the alliance.
Syra tilted her head. Crests twitched. Curiosity? You presume much, human. Eli grinned. Prove me wrong in the ring. Threnniel sputtered. The Chancellor must approve. Notify him en route. Eli grabbed his gym bag. Neela Cade fell in step behind him, her security vest humming with concealed stunners. She nodded once. Eli trusted her read on alien politics. Voke's hardliners circled like sharks. They marched through palace corridors. Guards parted. Whispers chased them. Syra matched Eli's stride, robes whispering. Threnniel trailed calm, buzzing protests. The gym doors hissed open. Vast chamber. Padded rings, blade racks, grav plates for low-G drills. A dozen courtiers lingered at the edges, crests high. Chancellor Vok stood central, arms crossed. His eyes locked on Eli. Cold calculation. Proceed, Vok said. If the human survives. Eli dropped his bag. Warm up first. Princess? Syra shed her outer robes. Lithe frame revealed. Scales patterned in royal blue, muscle coiled under. She selected a training blade, curved humming with shock field. Witness V-form, shadow cascade. She flowed into motion. Blade sliced air. Spins chained into strikes. Low sweeps transitioned to overhead arcs, precision lethal. Each step silent on mats. Eli tracked her. Alien grace outmatched human speed, but patterns predictable. Engineering problem. Anticipate vectors. Courtiers murmured. Threnniel nodded approval. Neela scanned the crowd, hand near holster. Syria halted. Blade pointed at Eli. Your turn, groom. Eli stripped to training pants, no weapons. Human tactics. Control without kill. Restraint holds. No blades. We grapple. Her crests flared wider. You mock Vey skill? Exchange. Eli stepped into the ring. Mats yielded under boots. Touch gloves. Or blades. First contact. She extended the flat of her blade. Eli gripped it. Skin met scale. Warm. Textured. Electric jolt raced up his arm. Her eyes widened fractionally. Gold slits dilated. Contact broke. They circled. Syra lunged first. Blade feinted high. Swept low. Eli sidestepped. Grabbed her wrist. Twisted into lock joint pressure. No break. She reversed. Scale smooth. Elbow drove for his throat. He ducked. Wrapped her arm. Pinned it behind. Chest to her back. Breath synced. Yield? She stamped heel. Broke hold. Spun free. Blade hummed inches from his neck. Again. They reset. Courtiers pressed closer. Voke watched unblinking. Second pass. Syra chained forms. Whirlwind strikes. Eli parried with forearms. Bruises tomorrow. He closed distance. Tackled low. Legs swept hers. They hit mats rolling. His weight pinned her shoulders. Faces inches apart. Her breath hot. Spiced alien scent. Yield? Eli repeated. Pulse hammered. Her scales flexed under his grip. Syra bucked. Threw him off. Rose fluid. Human persistence intriguing. Nyla's voice cut in. Low. Urgent. Eli. 3 o'clock. Attacker inbound. Eli spotted it. Courtier in guard livery. Masked intent. He palmed a live blade. Shock field maxed. Edges sharpened illegal. Staged accident. Slip during demo. Blame human clumsiness. The guard charged. For reform. Syra whirled. Too late. Eli surged. Intercepted mid-leap. Caught the wrist mid-thrust. Blade halted at her throat. Momentum carried them crashing. Eli rolled atop. Applied wrist lock. Leverage only. Bones ground. No snap. Guard howled. Blade clattered free. Eli pinned knees to chest. Stay down. Guards swarmed. Neela stunned two who hesitated. Thren Elo barked orders. Book's face twisted. Fury masked his shock. Syra knelt beside. Picked up the attacker's blade. Inspected edge. Tampered. Assassin's work. Eli zip-tied the guard's claws. Stood. Offered hand. She took it. Scales gripped firm. Pull up smooth. Their eyes met. Trust. Sparked. No words needed. Vok stepped forward. A mishap. Human fault. Rough handling provoked. Silence. Syra's voice cracked like thunder. Crests rigid. By royal privilege, I name Eli Mercer my direct protector. He commands my security detail. You, Chancellor, lose access. Courtiers gasped. Thrinil bowed. As invoked, Highness. Vox claws clenched. This fractures protocol. The alliance strengthens. Syra turned to Eli, shoulder brushed his. You anticipated. Saved without slaughter. Human way superior here. Eli shrugged. Just physics. Force vectors. Neela hauled the prisoner away. Interrogation mine. Vox print on this blade. Vox retreated. Eyes promised retaliation. Syra led Eli from the ring. Private alcove off Jim. She faced him. First touch. Not as expected. Eli nodded. Sparks fly both ways. Her claw traced his bruised forearm. Gentle. Training continues. Daily. Build this bond. He covered her claw with his hand. Warmth spread. Agreed. Thrinil approached. Crests low. Highness. The Chancellor demands audience. Claims human aggression. Denied. Syra dismissed him. Turned back to Eli. Voice dropped. Vogue plots deeper. This accident tests us. We counter together. Eli scanned the gym. Courtiers dispersed. Whispers venomous. Neela signaled clear. What's next? Strategy session. Your quarters. Syra's gaze held his. Gold slits softened. Forced proximity becomes choice. They exited. Corridor guards saluted Eli now. Protocol shifted. In his quarters, door sealed. Syra paced. Scales shifted hue. Blue to deeper indigo. Stress? Eli poured water. Human stock, offered glass. Debrief, attacker's angle. Vox reformists want marriage dead. Discredit you. Dump me. She sipped, grimaced, water bland. Vey nectar sharper. Set glass down. He forges alliances. Off-world. Hardliners fear human tech integration. Eli pulled holomap. Palace schematics glowed. Security holes here. Plug them. Neela runs sweeps. Syra leaned in, shoulder to shoulder. You read threats like code. Engineering. Eli tapped nodes, predict failure points. Her claw brushed his, lingered. And me? Strongest asset. Eli met her eyes. Trust me, I deliver. Crests relaxed. She nodded. Mutual. Comm buzzed. Neela, prisoner cracked. Vogue ordered hit. Proves en route. But. Static hissed. Signal jammed. Eli tensed. Bigger play? Syra drew her blade. Intruders. Now. Alarms wailed. Doors buckled. Vox elite burst through. Blades hot. Eli grabbed stun baton. Flank left. Syra flowed right. Blades sang. First guard dropped. Stunned. Eli grappled second. Wrist lock. Slammed to deck. They fought back to back. Human precision meshed Vey speed. Guards fell. Last one lunged at Syra. Eli intercepted. Pinned down. Silence. Bodies groaned. Nyla breached from side door. Back up late. Vox slipped net. Syra sheathed blade. Faced Eli. Chest heaved. Protector proven. He wiped sweat. Partner. Her claw cupped his jaw. Scales cool now. Pulled close. Lips brushed. Firm to soft. Kiss tentative. Fire bloomed. Door comb cracked. Thrinil. Chancellor fled station. Shuttle logs hacked. Human transponder spoofed. Eli broke kiss. Off-world pull? Syra's eyes hardened. Deeper web. Our bond faces it. They armed up. Eli yanked the hood of his servant's cloak tighter, muffling the palace alarm still wailing behind them. Syra mirrored him, her scaled face half hidden under a frayed wrap that dulled her royal gleam. They slipped through the service grate into the underbelly tunnels, dank air thick with steam and rot. Markets first, Eli whispered. Real power flows there. Not Vox elite. Servants talk. Syra's eyes gleamed in the dim glow pods. Off script. Dangerous. Her claw gripped his arm. Lead. He nodded. Tunnels twisted like veins. Eli mapped them from schematics. Fork left at the third heat vent. Footsteps echoed ahead. 2 workers hauling crates. They froze, crests flaring at the intruders. Clearance? One growled. Eli pressed a stolen service chit to the scanner. Green beep. Chancellor's orders. The worker shrugged. Passed. Syra exhaled silently. They emerged into the service markets, a sprawl of stalls under vaulted arches, lit by sizzling arc lamps. Vendors hawked glow fruit, blade sharpeners, ration packs. Aliens of every caste bustled, lowborn haulers, mid-tier cooks, spies posing as both. Eli scanned, power lines hid here. Who supplied the elite guards? Who whispered to Voke? He steered Sierra to a spice stall, eyes on the flow, crates marked with rival house crests stacking high. Watch the loaders, he murmured. They pick sides. Sierra nodded. Her posture shifted, less princess, more shadow. But hunger hit. Her stomach rumbled loud. Eli smirked, pulled her to a food cart, piled with sizzling skewers, meat threaded on heat rods, dripping fat. Buy, he said. Your crest, public. She stiffened. Royals didn't slum here. But eyes tracked them already. Whispers rippled. Sierra stepped forward, unwrapped her hood just enough, drew her personal crest token from a hidden pouch, gold-etched scale of House Vey. 10 skewers, she commanded the vendor, voice royal clear. On my crest. The cart master's eyes widened. Crests around the market twitched, acknowledgement rippling like a wave. Lowborn bowed heads. Mid-tier vendors paused, murmuring. Vey endures. Power flexed. Commoners saw her, alive. Unbowed. Vox hit failed. Skewers handed over. Sierra bit in, juice dripping down her chin. She offered one to Eli. Share. He took it. Hot spice exploded. Good call. Eyes on us now. Allies forming. A loader nearby nodded covertly. Slipped a data chip into Eli's pocket. Manifests. Vox bribes marked. Eli palmed it. Progress. Then, shadows shifted. 3 figures peeled from an alley stall. Hardliners by their etched blades and reformist tattoos. Vox street dogs. They fanned out, blocking the path. Princess, the leader snarled. Chancellor sends regrets. Eli tensed. No time for comms. Neela jammed inside. Improvise. He snatched a loose heat rod from the cart. Red-hot end glowing. Vendor yelped but ducked. Sierra drew her blade. Fluid. 3 on 2. Even. Eli swung the rod like a baton. Leader lunged first. Blade high. Eli parried. Sparks flying. Metal screamed. He pivoted. Rod whipping low. Seared the attacker's leg. Howl. Down. Second flanked Sierra. She dodged. Blade clashing. Eli grabbed a spilled crate lid. Shield bashed to the thug's ribs. Crack. Staggered. Sierra finished. Pommel strike to throat. Out. Third charged Eli. Full mass. Dropped rod. Rolled under a stall. Grabbed vendor's coil whip. Live current humming. Lashed out. Whip cracked across the thug's arm. Jerked rigid. Fell smoking. Market froze. Then erupted. Commoners cheering. Vey. Human shield. Eli panted. Body ached from the shield block. He stepped in front of Sierra. Instinct. Her eyes locked on him. Wide. Crests flushing violet. Danger lingered. Eyes everywhere. Vox spies watched. Sierra moved first. Pulled him close. Public square dead center. One claw on his neck. Other pressing his hand to her chest scale. Bond gesture. Intimate. Court law marked it. Lover's vow. Binding. Dangerous. Only for mated pairs. Public meant official. No divorce. Gasps rippled. Commoners knelt. Bonded. Vey claims human? Eli froze. Heat flooded. Her scale thrummed under his palm. Heart pulse sinking. Trust absolute. He didn't pull away. Matched her gaze. Nodded once. Marked. She whispered. By law. Lovers now. Voke's web breaks. Eli replied. Low. They can't touch wedlock. She released, but lingered close. Market parted. Path clear to palace lifts. Data chip burned in his pocket. Loaders slipped more intel. Vox off-world shuttle fueled. Human transponder bait. They boarded the service lift. Doors hissed shut. Sierra leaned against him, exhausted. You're improvise. Extraordinary. Humans fight dirty. Practical, Eli said. You flow like water. We mesh. Lift dinged. Palace sublevels. Alarms silenced. Neela waited. Rifle slung. Thrennial beside her, crests twitching. Disguises off, Neela barked. Markets buzzing. Bond gesture viral. Vokes in panic. Threnel cut in. Stiff, illegal. Public bond without right. Court law brands you lovers. Binding, Vok claims outrage. Alliance tainted. Sierra straightened. Intentional. Witnessed. Legal. Eli pulled the chip. Intel says otherwise. Vok bribe loaders. Shuttle preps human sabotage. Neela snatched it, scanned. Proof, but he's rallying counsel. Bond your shield, says human bewitched you. Threnil's eyes flicked to Eli. Respect flickered, competence noted. Protocol bends slightly. Comm crackled. Captain's voice. Shuttle launches. Vok aboard. Human codes spoofed. Framed you, Eli. Sierra gripped Eli's hand. Public now. Lovers by law. Hunt him. Together. Eli nodded. Palace corridors loomed. Conspiracy deeper. Bond sealed. Vok fled, but not free. They charged toward the docks. Alarms reignited. Guards scattered. Loyalists or traitors. Eli mapped failure points. Sierra's blade gleamed. Nyla covered flanks. Threnil followed. Datapad humming overrides. Dock bays thundered open. Vok's shuttle hummed. Thrusters hot. But loaders blocked ramps. Market allies. Crests high. They bonded. Vok's face twisted on the viewport. Fools. Reform demands purity. Eli primed a stolen EMP grenade. Purity loses to trust. Syra raised her voice. Royal thunder. Stand down, Chancellor. Bond witnessed. Alliance iron. Shuttle lurched, ignited. But Nyla's shot cracked. Thruster vent. Spiral. Crashed into bay foam. Voke dragged out. Cuffed. Threnil read charges. Bribery. Treason. Bewitchment claim laughed off-market holos played Bond on loop. Council chamber later. Sierra at Eli's side. Hand linked. Lovers. Allies. Marriage ratified. The High Justicar intoned. Bond complete. Eli squeezed her claw. Practical problem solved. Trust delivered. But shadows lingered. Vok's off-world pull. Deeper web tugged. Sierra leaned in. Whisper. Next threat? Map it. Eli said. Together. Her crest flushed violet again. Fire bloomed. Real now. Chancellor Voke slammed his claw on the chapel console. Treason. Guards. Seal the treaty vault. Ellie Mercer grabbed Princess Syra's arm. Heavy doors groaned shut behind them, locking with a hydraulic hiss. Holoscreens flickered to life around the circular chamber, broadcasting Voke's snarling face to every court feed. Ceremonial pillars loomed, etched with alliance runes that now glowed red. Arrest protocols active. Syra's crest flared orange. She drew her ritual blade, eyes locked on the main viewport where Voke paced. You overreach, Chancellor. The bond right completes now. Eli scanned the room. No exits. Human attaché instincts kicked in. He treated it like a jammed engine. Identify pressure points. Reroute power. His wrist comm buzzed. Neela's warning. Ellie, Vok's order cites fabricated human sabotage. Chapels rigged to vent atmosphere. Buy time. Voke's voice boomed from speakers. The human bewitches you, princess. Reform demands purity. Surrender. Or suffocate. As traitors. Guards pounded outside. Syra stepped forward, blade raised in formal challenge. Eli spotted the altar's base panel. Treaty chapels doubled as bunkers. He pried it open with a loose rune tile. Wires hummed beneath. Emergency lockdown. Eli muttered. He yanked the override lever. Pillars shuddered. Hidden panels slid open, revealing recessed niches and force field emitters. Ceremonial architecture flipped to defensive grid. A translucent barrier snapped up around the altar, buying seconds. Syra whirled. Clever. Husband mate. Her claw brushed his hand. Trust in the touch. Vok laughed through the hollow. Toys won't save you. My warrant stands. Alliance fractures here. Eli patched his comm to the chapel's broadcast array. Human encryption layered over alien frequencies. Unbreakable to their scanners. Neela, Threnil, loop market cams. Voke's bribes hit public feeds now. Captain Neela's voice crackled. Done. Evidence packet routing. Hold the line. Syra activated her royal sigil on the altar. It pulsed violet. She spoke into the open channel, voice steady as star steel. Subjects of the Vey conquered. I, Sayara, challenge Chancellor Vok's treason. Witness. Her words blasted across palace nets. Eli routed the signal through his encryption. Clean. Direct. Human secure. All screens split. One showed Vok's face twisting. Others pulled market footage. Shadowy figures handing cred chits to assassins. Poison vials labeled for the princess. Human shuttle codes forged by Vok's aides. Vok bellowed. Lies? Forged by the off-worlder. Sayara's blade pointed at his image. Then face me in right combat. Open these doors, coward. Eli synced his datapad. Evidence scrolled. Timestamps matched. Vok's shuttle manifests. Assassin's confessions. Pulled from Neela's interrogations. Your plot's public, Chancellor. Bribery. Framing humans. Attempted regicide. Guards outside hesitated. Threnil's voice cut in via comm. Protocol invoked. Royal challenge supersedes arrest. Doors unlocking. Vok's eyes darted. Sweat beaded his frills. You think this ends me? Reformists wait off-world. The bond fails. Admit it. Sayara cut in. Her crest burned violet, mirroring her flush from their earlier vows. Confess, and counsel mercy spares you. Eli stepped beside her, hand on her shoulder. Practical alliance. Her warmth grounded him. Vok snarled, then sagged. Fine. I sought to discredit the Union. Purity over alien taint. Hollow feeds exploded with cheers. Market allies chanted. They bonded. Doors hissed open. Neela burst in first. Rifle leveled. Threnil followed, datapad logging the admission. Vok back toward a side hatch. This changes nothing. Eli primed his EMP grenade, stolen from Neela's kit. Shuttle launches incoming. He's fleeing. Sayara gripped Eli's hand. Hunt him, together. They charged into corridors. Alarms wailed. Guards split. Loyalists knelt. Traitors scattered. Neela covered rear. Code spoofed. He's framing you clean, Eli. Threnil overrode lifts. Dock bays ahead. Vok's shuttle thrummed at the far dock. Loaders. Market folk with vey crests. Blocked ramps. Bond witnessed. Vok's face glared from viewport. Ools. Reform demands. Eli lobbed the EMP. It sparked midair, frying thrusters. Shuttle lurched. Sayara's command thundered. Stand down, Chancellor. Alliance iron. Neela's shot cracked a vent. Craft spiraled into foam pits. Vok dragged out. Cuffed. Threnil read charges. Bribery. Treason. Council chamber. Hours later. Sayara linked claws with Eli. High Justicar intoned. Marriage ratified. Bond complete. Eli squeezed back. Problem solved. But Vok's mutter echoed. Off-world pull. Sayara whispered. Crest flushing violet. Next threat? Map it, Eli said, together. Dock shadows hid deeper eyes. A calm pinged. Unknown relay. Webb tugged tighter. Eli slammed his fist on the throne room dais. Scripted vows end here. Add a consent clause. Or no marriage. Silence crushed the chamber. Thousands of eyes locked on him. Sayara's court. Holographic feeds beaming to every vey world. The High Justicar's mandibles clicked in shock. Chancellor Vok, chained beside the throne, sneered from his guard's grip. Princess Sayara straightened on her elevated seat, violet crest pulsing steady, her claws flexed on the armrests. She scanned Eli once, sharp and assessing, then nodded to Threnil. Protocol Master, recite the ancient form. By edict of the first crest, unions bind without release. Consent implied an alliance decree. Not anymore. Eli stepped forward, ignoring the ripple of hisses from nobles. Neela flanked him, hand on her sidearm, eyes mapping escape routes. Humans don't weld people into contracts. We add an out. Mutual. Anytime. Sign it, or I walk. Alliance dies. Murmurs erupted. A lordling spat. Alien filth demands rewrite. Guards shifted. Crests flaring red. Sayara rose, silencing them with a raised claw. Human proposes equity. Throne hears. She turned to the Justicar. Draft the clause. Consent paramount. Vows proceed. Vok lunged against his chains. Madness. This mocks purity reforms. Quiet, traitor. Sayara's voice cut like hull plating. Your reckoning comes next. Eli exhaled. First hurdle cleared. He caught Sayara's gaze. Gratitude flickered in her golden eyes, hidden fast behind royal mask. Neela muttered low, "Balsy, Mercer, they're staring." Threnile projected the amended vows. Holotext scrolled, "Bond voluntary, dissolution by mutual decree. No penalty." The Justicar intoned the right. Eli spoke his line clear. "I stand with Syra Vey, equal." She echoed. Claws linking his hand publicly. Gasps echoed. Her skin warmed against his. Trust sealed in grip. Vows done. Feeds cheered. But Eli's wristcom buzzed. Neela's warning. Vokes off-world signal active. Syra turned to the prisoner. "Chancellor Voch, you schemed my disgrace. Framed the human. Bribed loaders. Treason stains your crest." Vox straightened, defiant. "Reform demands sacrifice. Alien taint weakens Vey fleets. I act for. Law speaks." Syra signaled, "Threnil. Invoke duel by proxy. Ancient right." Threnil bowed. "Proxy champions. Victor judges. Neutral council oversees." Nobles leaned in. "Duels settled blood debts. Blades or wits. No death since the Crest Wars." Vox optics gleamed. "I claim it. My proxy. Lord Kresh. Blade Master." Syra's crest hardened azure. "Mine, Eli Mercer. Human ingenuity." Eli blinked. "Me? No blade training?" But her eyes locked. "Trust again." He nodded. "Fine. How?" Threnil explained fast. "Proxy duel tested strategy, not slaughter. Arena projected sim combat. Loser yielded judgment. Arena dome, irised open below the throne. Hollow field, shimmered. Lord Kresh entered. Scaled hulk, vibro blades humming. Eli gripped the issued gauntlet. Weapon unfamiliar, claw grips awkward. Nyla pressed a hidden earpiece. Watch his feints. Humans adapt. Crowd bayed. Kresh charged, blades whirling. Eli dodged, gauntlet sparking shields. He analyzed. Alien-style favored sweeps. Predictable arcs. He feinted low, triggered EMP pulse from the glove. Neela's mod. Slipped earlier, Kresh's blade shorted. He stumbled. Eli pressed. Jab, hook, disarm. Hollow shields flared. Kresh yielded, kneeling. Arena fell silent. Then roars, "Human proxy! They justice!" Syra descended. "Council, convene." Sentence the Chancellor. Neutral envoys, off-world Vey, untainted. Linked datapads. They deliberated holograms. Bribes traced. Plots mapped. Verdict flashed. Exile. Fleet command, stripped. No execution. Mercy with teeth. Vox snarled as guards dragged him. "This weakness invites war." "Go," Syra said. "Reform in chains." Eli wiped sweat. Syra approached. Voice low. "You fought their way. One, ours. Team effort." He glanced at Nyla, who grinned. Throne room cleared to council annex. Soraya summoned scribes. Now, the compact. Threnil projected the draft. Fleet pacts merged. Human jump tech with Vey plasma arrays. Trade lanes secured. Key clause. Interspecies unions protected. No purity bans. Consent law universal. Nobles watched via feed. A hardliner hissed. "Fleets bound to soft skins?" Syra signed first. Claw stylus precise. Alliance iron. Humans bring adaptability. We bring reach. Eli added his mark. Mutual. Or nothing. Hollow seals locked. Feeds exploded. Market chants swelled outside. Compact sealed. Vey Mercer. But Eli's comm pinged again. Unknown relay. Deeper web. Nyla checked. Off-world pull confirmed. Vox allies in the rim colonies. Syra's crest dimmed. They'll test us. Map it. Eli took her hand under the table. Together, she squeezed back. Public now they rose, linked openly. Gasps rippled. Eli faced the court, voice steady. "Call it forbidden. Try me." Silence. Then Threnil bowed, precedent set. Bond honored. A lord knelt. Others followed, cheers built. Neela covered their exit, courts turning. But rim eyes watch. Corridors hummed with loyalists. Syra leaned close. "You dared them. Why?" Control breaks. Trust holds. Eli met her gaze. Her crest flushed violet, warmth shared. Docks awaited their shuttle, but shadows stirred. A cloaked figure slipped into vents. Comm pinged sharper. Rim fleet mobilizes. Purity front rises. Eli gripped Syrah's hand tighter. Bigger web tugged. They boarded. Engines firing. Alliance forged. Threats just starting. Sierra plotted courses beside him. Human maps. They firepower. Deal. Eli smiled. Problem evolved. Solution waited, but the relay whispered. Vox voice. Faint. Purity eternal. Eli primed scanners. Hunt continued. In the shuttle bay, Captain Neela sealed the ramp. Strap in. Rim jumps rough. Syra linked her datapad to Eli's console. They charts merged with human navs. Hyperspace lanes intertwined. Efficiency doubled. Eli nodded, fingers flying. Human intuition spotted shortcuts aliens missed. Ghost routes here. Evade patrols. Her claw brushed his arm. Accidental, then deliberate. You see patterns others ignore. Engineering habit. He didn't pull away. Neela piloted hard, evading tail drones. Spoofed signatures holding, but they're pissed. Threnil's subcom crackled. Court stabilizes. Compact ratified fleet-wide, but Rimlords rally under Vox banner. Syra's voice hardened. We strike first. Show strength. Eli cross-checked intel. Their base. Asteroid foundry. Weak shields. Human-style weak points. Collaboration. Syra's eyes gleamed. Jump engaged. Stars streaked. Emergence. Rim void loomed. Enemy pickets swarmed. They cruisers. Purity banners flapping. Fox 2, Li targeted. Vent their plasma relays. Non-lethal. Syra commanded overrides. Loyal Vey captains peeled off, joining. By compact! Battle turned. Foundry hollow-loomed. Vox shuttle docked there. Boarding party? Neela asked. Eli stood. Us. Syra armed her side blade. Together. Breaches sealed. Corridors ran hot. Traitors fired. Eli's pistol barked precise. Disable shots. Sierra's blade danced. Elegant fury. Volk cornered in command core. You rewrite nothing. Purity. EMP grenade lobbed. Consoles died. Neela cuffed him again. Web ends.